Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Gabbin with Gavin. This is your host, Gavin Broniker. Throughout this show, we've talked to a lot of faculty members, but today we're going to get to sit down with a student here at Bellarmine who is about to embark on a very fantastic journey. So, without further ado, I'd like to introduce you all to Ella Lucas. Ella, it's nice to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
So, Ella, you're about to go on a trip this next semester for school. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, I am going to Bangkok, Thailand. The university is called Thammasat University. It's right on the outskirts of Bangkok, the capital. I'll be there for 6 months. My program is engineering, global studies, and journalism. But yeah, I'm really excited. I just found out last week when my dates are for departure, so I still have a lot of information I'm waiting on. But
so for students who might be wanting to study abroad in the future, can you just sort of describe the process that went into where you're going to go, deciding that you were going to go study abroad? Can you just talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, so it's probably more beneficial for students if you start the process as early as possible, because at least here you're not allowed to study abroad your last semester of your senior year. So I'm currently a junior. I'm studying abroad my spring semester of my junior year, so then when I come back I'll have both semesters of my senior year. But you just go, I'm sure every school has a study abroad office. You just go down there, meet some faculty, get connected, and there's a big group of kids usually that want to do it. You'll find more information, just start there at least. That's what I did.
So what made you choose Thailand?
Everyone asks me that. I guess Europe is a more popular place for students to go, but I have always thought Thailand looked beautiful. There's elephants and cool stuff down there. But I got a scholarship, so I get to go for super cheap. That's the main reason why I'm going there.
Yeah, for sure. So have you already started to try to incorporate yourself in a little bit of Thailand culture, start learning their language a little bit? How can you describe that?
Yes, so Duolingo is a really popular app for traveling, learning new languages, but they actually don't have Thai on there, which it's very unfortunate. So I've been having to utilize the library a lot, rent dictionaries, thesauruses. There's some websites that have little fun interactive games that you can do. Also, it's helpful, I've heard, I haven't started this yet, but to research wherever you're going. For me, it would be Thailand. Children's shows that teach you the basic words and vocab and stuff. So, gonna try to do that. Yeah, that's something I'm worried about because I'm pretty unfamiliar with that language. So. Mm-hmm.
Do you know sort of what it's like when you get over there? Is there going to be? I assume that there's going to be a couple people that speak somewhat English.
Yeah.
It's not going to be just Thailand.
As soon as I get over there, I think there's a study abroad orientation. So other students from America, North America, Europe, wherever it may be, that we're all going to get together and form connections so that we don't feel isolated or anything. Also, all my classes are in English, so I think English is a pretty popular language over there. Last semester, I met a girl here at Bellarmine that was actually studying abroad here from Thammasat University, where I'm going, and she was like, "You'll be fine. Everybody speaks English." So that made me feel a little bit better. But yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the process getting over there? I imagine that it's a lot of flights, a long day of traveling. I still
have to get my student visa. So since I'm going to be there for I think it's 3 months is the cutoff. You can just go with the passport, but I'm going to be there for 6, so I have to get a student visa. I'm still in the process of doing that. I don't have it yet. So once I do that, then I can buy my plane tickets. But I'm not completely sure how many layovers there are, but I know it's altogether, I think, a 22-hour flight, which is a lot. Yeah, I've only been on a plane once before, and it was 2 hours, so I'm a little bit worried about that one.
Yeah, a little bit of a difference here.
Yeah.
Is this something that you've always kind of wanted to do? Is this when you came into college, did you think you wanted to go study abroad somewhere?
Yes. I feel like most college students, I don't know really specifically what I want to do after college. So that being said, you never know if you're going to have the flexibility and time to travel. I've always wanted to travel. I've never been out of the country. So I thought getting some traveling experience under my belt while I'm still in school is probably for the best for me personally.
So would you say that's probably like the biggest advantage that you're getting throughout this, or what do you think?
I think yes. I'm a communication major, so learning how to communicate, especially in, it doesn't have to be a different country, but especially a different setting from what I'm used to. I'm very fortunate, I guess, to like have a great house, great family here, but I have never experienced another culture, so I want that culture shock and that feeling of kind of like scary independence, being out of my comfort zone. So I think that is probably what I think is most beneficial, but also getting traveling experience, communication experience. Mm-hmm. I'm taking some global communication classes over there, so I'm excited for that, learning how to incorporate that into my major.
Yeah, for sure. So you talked a little bit about the culture shock. Have you been studying up, sort of trying to realize what you're getting yourself into, sort of what their government, like just things like that, how their laws are, just little things?
So we about once a week or once every 2 weeks, we have pre-departure meetings down at the study abroad office. There's, I think, 4 other kids and me going next semester. And last meeting, she hooked us up with this cool app called Travel Smart. And it shows you, like, obviously its main purpose is like travel questions and things like that, but it also has a page called Culture, and you put where you're going and it tells you like all about the government, all about like one of them was like, it's very disrespectful. This was just interesting to me. If someone gives you a business card and you like stick it and put it in your pocket, like that's a really big no-no. So just like little tiny details like that I've been trying to, because I feel like there's a lot that I just have no idea.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Interesting. So will you be able to have like your parents come visit you? Is that in the works that you're going to do?
We're talking about it. Like I said, the reason I'm going to this specific location is because I got a scholarship and it's pretty inexpensive, but without the scholarship, the flight is really pricey. Mm-hmm. And so I think if someone came and visited me, it would be one or another of my parents. I'm not sure. I don't know. We're still trying to figure it out, but hopefully they can come.
Yeah. Do you know what is the time difference between here and there?
I think it's 12 hours.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's going to be hard to continue to communicate from back here and stuff like that.
Yeah. I talked to my dad and he was like, every day at 9 a.m. you have to call me, because that's going to be like 10 p.m. for him too. Mm-hmm. So just finding like a medium for friends, family, I mean, yeah, it's going to be hard. Yeah,
for sure. So do you have any advice to younger students that are looking to maybe do this but might be a little bit nervous going out and experiencing that culture shock that you talked about?
Yeah, I would say I'd have more advice when I get back, because I'm still kind of honestly in the same boat. I think everyone who's in this position would be nervous and will be nervous. It hasn't really hit me yet, but I'm sure right before I go, I'm going to be like, do I really want to do this? But I think at least the advice I tell myself is just force yourself, push yourself, because in the end, you're not going to regret having that kind of experience. It's going to be worth it in the end. So,
So through the agency that you're doing, sort of like to go out and study abroad, do they hook you up with other people that are going to Thailand so that you can make those connections?
So, like I said, I just found out my pre-departure dates, but I think this week or next week I will receive a welcome package, which includes just more information about classes and like move-in day and stuff like that. And I think with that, they'll hook me up with the international advisor, and then through them I can either join like their equivalent of teams or something along those lines, where there's other students. They'll put me in some form of group messaging system, whether it be Facebook or whatever.
I gotcha. And then the registration period for all of this, like how early did you have to register to be a part of this? And then who did you have to contact, stuff like that?
Yeah, that part was really probably the worst for me. Like personally, I thought it was the most stressful. So I started this process, I think my spring semester of freshman year, or very beginning of fall semester of sophomore year. I started applying. It takes a really, really long time to get accepted, let alone. So, for example, when I applied to my university in Thailand, I had a specific scholarship I was applying to through Bellarmine. So I like pretty much knew that's where I was going to go. But other students who aren't doing the scholarship, they apply and then they put like their top 5 schools, and they don't hear back which school they're going to until like 4 months before they leave. So like I know there's one guy, he wanted to go to, I think Spain was his top choice, and he had everything planned out like for a year thinking about Spain, and then he just found out he didn't get accepted last week and had to pick his second choice, which I guess it's good you can have different choices, but I just feel like that's really, at least for me, I'm a big like planner, very organizational, so that part was really stressful. Knowing that I was going to Thailand helped a lot, but like still I'm leaving around January 1st or 2nd, and the thought of like not having my plane ticket even now is like really stressful for me.
Yeah, I bet. Well, before I let you go, I kind of want to hear some of the things that you've picked up in Thailand so far, like the languages. So do you know any phrases or words?
I know only one. This is really embarrassing because I only know one. And it's hello, and it is sawadee.
There you go.
But I'm still going to
You'll get there.
get
you
down.
got time,
Yeah.
so that's good. Well, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Yeah, we wish you the best of luck. I hope you enjoyed a lot and learn a lot.
Thanks.
You enjoy your time over there. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Gabbin with Gavin. This has been another great one that we got to learn quite a bit. If you guys have any questions about studying abroad, I'm sure that Ella would be more than happy to go and help you out. And then obviously after she comes back, if you want to talk to her about her experience next semester, that would be great. And I'm sure that she'd be willing to talk to you all.
Yes.
Thank you all for tuning in, and we will see you next week.